Welcome and welcome back for those returning. My name is Deborah Whipke and I am a renewal life coach. I'm going to ask you, women out there, this again is a channel for women who are wanting to pursue new life goals, new dreams, or maybe very old life goals and very old dreams that you've been holding on to, but for whatever reason you have not been pursuing. Today's question is, do you know your value? I recently met someone who said that she was a life coach, but didn't charge for her services. And as many entrepreneurs out there know, most especially women entrepreneurs out there know, this is a big question is, do I charge for my services? And if I do, then what do I charge for my services and things like that? So I'm going to ask you, do you pay someone else for whatever service they offer? Do you pay someone for maybe a psychic reading? Or do you pay someone for, again, I'm going to use this. Would you pay for something like this in a piece of jewelry? It's actually very pretty, I think. If this is of value to you, if someone else's services are of value enough to you to pay them for their services, then why is it that your service is not enough of a value to charge? So that's something that I want women out there who are wanting to get into doing things, whether it's a life coach, which life coaching is growing exponentially right now, whether it's a service as far as creating something, whether it's motivational speaking, whatever it is. I know I'm leaving out a lot of different things, but whatever it is, I am encouraging you to ask yourself, why don't you place a high enough value on your own services that you wouldn't feel comfortable charging for them? And consider that before you take that next step. I also had a small business years and years ago. And at that time, I made a lot of different things. I did t-shirts and sweatshirts and things when it was really popular to put something on them and then paint and all of that. And I did wooden lawn ornaments as well. The wooden lawn ornaments took me quite a lot of time because they literally were made from plywood, and I had to draw on whatever the outline was going to be, and then it had to be cut out first with just a regular saw to cut close to the edges of the plywood, close to the edges of the drawing, and then a circular saw, or not a circular saw, I'm sorry, a scroll saw to go in and cut in all of the little tiny nooks and crannies and pieces to create this piece. And I did fun wooden lawn ornaments because mostly everything that I did was fun and cute and all of that. So I didn't do a lot of serious. And then I had to paint them. Well, I sealed them first. I sanded the wood, I sealed the wood, then I had to paint the wood, then I sealed the wood again, and then I had to put the stake on the back, and I actually used conduit instead of a wooden stake because the wooden stakes tend to break a lot more. And so I had to drill the holes to put the conduit on the back. And so it was a huge process. At the same time, I was taking ceramic painting classes just to learn new painting techniques and things, and because I also love ceramics. I love everything and anything to do with creating and crafts and stuff. And so it just so happened that I had taken some pictures of some of my wooden lawn ornaments, and I shared them in my ceramics class, not thinking anything about it. not thinking that I was going to sell any or whatever. And the woman who owned the ceramic store said, "Oh my Lord, I want a dozen different ones, one for each post of my giant backyard fence." And I was in shock. And I did not know what to charge her for all of those. Now, mind you, she's buying a dozen, so of course I know that I need to give her a discount for buying so many together, so many different ones. But so because she was a business owner herself, and I had just begun the business as well, and I didn't know my value at that time. This was 40 years ago, 35 years ago. And so I had done what I bought a craft selling book, and so I had done what the craft selling book said to do, to figure in all of what it cost me to create it. So the wood and the paint and all of the rest of the stuff. I had figured all of that out, but I did not. Now, what is my value? What is my value? What am I going to place on this? And she really helped me to understand that, it took a lot of time to create each one of those, but I also put a lot of love and care into them. I also used polyurethane for the sealer. I did the sides and the back as well. And when I went to other craft shows and I saw other people, because wooden lawn ornaments at that time were incredibly popular, so a lot of people were making them, I will tell you that I saw absolutely no one else at any of those shows that I went to that painted the sides and that painted the back. Now the back I just put a plain white or black, depending on the colors of it. But I did paint and seal the sides, and I painted and sealed the back. And I was the only one to do that. So not only did that cost me more in materials, it definitely cost me more in time, but it also showed my love and care for doing this, and that I was making a very valuable product here. I wasn't just throwing something together. And so, like I said, she really helped me to understand what value I bring to it, and not just for the materials, and not even just for my time and effort to create them, but how much I valued myself. She owned her own ceramic store. She held classes, and she sold the ceramics, and she sold paints, and she fired pieces, and she did all of these things. And she valued herself enough to know that she wanted to keep that store open. And so she wanted to charge enough to be able to keep the store open. So anyways, again, please, anyone out there, whatever service you are providing for someone, ask yourself, how valuable is your service? Because if you're not charging anything, you must not believe deep down that your service is of value. Now, when I asked this person, do you feel like you're worthy? The person responded, oh yes, for sure, I am worthy. But I kind of would question that, because if you're worthy, then you also should understand you're valuable. And so I'm going to question that and say, I think you need to re-examine what your worthiness is worth to you and what it means to you. Anyways, I hope this video, I know it's not for everyone out there, but I hope that for whatever entrepreneurs are out there, I hope that it is helpful for you. Please, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up. Leave me a message letting me know what you think about the video, what you think about what your value is in your services. And please hit that subscribe button. Again, I'm growing my channel, and it's still very, very small. So I will talk to you soon. Have a great day.